And I'm not going to lie, I actually watch these back myself and I do the guided meditation. I enjoy the ones that I make. So it's kind of fun for me to even just go back and go through the journaling and listen to the topic. And I find it quite interesting to do so. So yeah. So welcome everyone to another session of Mindful Mondays. And it is today on connecting to your higher self. Now, I like to think of it this way. We exist on three planes of understanding. We have a spirit, soul, higher self, whatever you want to call that part of us. We have a mind, an intellect that can think, and we have a body, a physical vessel in which we live in. Now, what we're going to talk today about is how we can connect to and receive wisdom from our spirit, our higher self, soul, whatever you want to call it, the non-physical part of ourselves. The way that we can connect to this and talk to it is through a mental faculty that we all have, which is called our intuition. Now, we've all had that feeling before when we know something. We know that we should take that job. We know that we shouldn't be in that relationship. We shouldn't be in that park at this time. Something inside of us is telling us we need to go do this thing. This thing's important. Now, our higher self wants to live out through us. It's the creative part of us. It's the part that wants to go out into the world and do incredible things. Our higher self also, a lot of the time, doesn't care so much about whether we're going to experience pain. It wants us to grow. So sometimes it will say, yes, you should quit your job. And it might be very difficult to do so. It might cause you pain. It might tell you to leave that relationship, which is also might cause you short-term pain. It doesn't really care. It wants to express itself to the highest ability that it possibly can. There's something within you that is urging you to go out and do incredible things. And you're either going to have a healthy relationship with that voice, that inner guidance, or you're not going to. Now, it's really important to know that the way that we can develop this relationship is simply just starting to talk to it through our intuition. The way that we can do this is we can start asking ourselves questions. Should I be in this line of work? And just sit there and listen for your higher self to start speaking. Should I be in this relationship? Should I move countries? Should I do these things? Now, the way that you're going to know whether it's your higher self or your conditioned mind is your intuition spirit will speak first. You'll get that answer. It'll say yes. And then about 5 seconds later, your conditioned mind, the part of you that wants you to stay safe, that doesn't want to experience pain, will come in and say, no, we can't do that because of this, and we don't have the money, and blah, 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 whatever else comes in. Now, I'm not saying that you should always listen to this voice, but it's about developing that connection, that communication. It might say, yes, you should quit your job. But that might not mean that you have to listen to it and quit your job straight away. You can continue the conversation. Okay, well, what kind of work should I be doing? And you can sit there, get nice and calm, nice and relaxed, and have a conversation. How can I go about this in a way that would serve my highest good, that would make me feel the most authentic and honest version of myself, the most creative? And you'll start developing this dialogue. Now, the people that you see that seem to be just guided and really happy, they've got a healthy relationship with this voice. They're not stifling their creative spirit. They're not stuck in the conditioned mind of what ifs and pains and doubts and fears. That's the conditioned mind that's designed to keep you safe. So what we're going to do in today's session is we're going to do a little bit of journaling around this topic to hopefully connect you a little bit more to your intuition and your higher self. So the first question, and what I like to do is just sit there and, hi, Amanda, good to see you joining us.
Hi, sorry, I'm late.
That's okay. We're jumping into the journaling. It's on higher self, on
beautiful.
And intuition. Celine, I've just seen that you joined as well, and also Sanya. Good to see you guys. So what I want you to do is just write up the top of a piece of paper or on your open document, whichever you've got there, just Mindful Mondays and connecting to higher self. Possibly even put the date. I like to put the date so I can remember when I've had these moments and these things that I've done. And first of all, the first question I want you to just journal on is number 1. You can write the number 1. What has your intuition helped you on in the past? When have you received like a level of guidance that's been helpful? Maybe it's told you, yes, you should move towards this job. Yes, you should leave this relationship because that relationship wasn't helpful. It wasn't the right one for you. And you can start by saying, my intuition has helped me by, and just continue onwards. And just see what comes. Just take a few deep breaths if you have to. And just think through your life about times that you felt guided or you've received that wisdom and it was helpful. It might have caused you pain at first, but you knew it was for your highest good. It was for the most expression within. Beautiful. And if you want to just give me a thumbs up when you're done so I can know. And once majority rules, once I've got enough of them, you can do the emoji or just do it on the video, whichever way. That way I know to move on to the next one. I don't want to rush anyone. This is stress-free mindfulness. Thanks, Sana. Celine, beautiful. Thanks, guys. Katrina, beautiful. We might move on to question 2. What situation, and you can leave a few lines if you want underneath number 1, if you want to add to it later, that's completely fine. But number 2, what situation or decision do you want some guidance around? What's something in your life right now that you're just sitting there, you feel like you're at odds with yourself? You feel pulled in multiple directions and you know you've got to make a decision. So you can just write, I would love to receive guidance on, and it might be, should I quit my job? Which gym to go to? What foods I should be eating? Anything that comes to you that you want guidance on right now. And just take some deep breaths through this process. Let go of any stress. Try and remain as calm as you can and just put your mind in a place where you're opening yourself up to receive some wisdom from above or within, whichever way you want to see it. And again, once you've got something, just put a thumbs up so I know to move on. Thanks, Amanda. Thanks, Celine. Jonathan, thank you. All right, beautiful. Katrina, we'll move on to question 3. So number 3, I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to pause and allow your mind to just go quiet for a moment. And I want you to ask, what is your higher self through your intuition saying to you right now? And I want you to just go into a free-flowing journal. The guidance I'm receiving is to, and just write. Don't think, just write. There's no wrong way to do this. We're just opening up the line of communication. Just write. Don't pause and think, just write. And what you'll notice is after a period of time, your mind starts going into the conditioned ways. So the first thing you write will most likely be your higher self speaking. And then after that, your mind will be trying to figure out how to use that information, how to guide that into something that feels right for it, into something that makes sense. And it's interesting to notice that. Not to judge it, just to notice it. And we're going to go on to number 4. I want you to answer this question. How can I move towards this inner guidance? The first thing that you wrote down there. How can I move towards this inner guidance over time? So over the next period of time, how can you move towards it? And you can start by saying, over the next short period of time, to act on this guidance, I can. Now, just put that in the chat if you want to see that. Over the next short period of time, to act on this guidance, I can. And just see what comes to you. And again, just breathe. There's no pressure on these answers. I'm not going to make you do whatever you write down. Thanks, Parwin. And we'll move on to the next one. If you want to leave a few lines to continuously continue to answer that question, beautiful. It's always good to go back to it and add to it as your awareness grows and as your mind gets used to the questions, to continue that conversation. Number 5, why do you desire to act for your highest good in life? And this is an interesting question. You can start by writing, I desire to act in favor of my highest good in life because. I desire to act in favor of my highest good in life because. And just gently lean into it. Just anything that comes up for you right now, that's beautiful. Well done, guys. You're doing really well. Now, hopefully you enjoyed those questions and there was a few things that just come up for you that maybe you weren't aware of, or maybe that you want to remember moving forward. That's completely fine. Got it written down there. Your mind's asked the questions. And if you want those journaling questions, you can get them out of the Meetup chat because I put them in after we do the session. But now I want you to just take a moment to thank yourself for doing those. Just, appreciate yourself. I always like to get everyone to give themselves a pat on the back, which feels weird, but just reach around, just pat yourself on the back. Just sitting there, just doing these questions. And now we're going to jump into the guided meditation part. So just take a moment to get yourself nice and comfortable. We're going to be sitting here for a period of time with our eyes closed, still position. So if you want to just move this body around, just work out any little niggles that you're feeling in your body, just to relax yourself so that you can get comfortable in the space. And I'm going to play some meditation music for you guys. Now, just take a moment to arrive into the space where you're sitting right now. Get nice and comfortable. And I want you to slowly just bring your body into stillness. Take a moment now to close your eyes, and if you need to adjust yourself in any way, shape, or form, that is completely fine. Keep your back nice and straight, your hands on your lap, wherever feels nice and comfortable. Just fully arrive into this moment, letting go of any thoughts that you've had going through your mind. Give it permission right now to just let go. Start becoming aware of the temperature of the room, how your body feels on the surface below. And we're going to start off by doing some deep breaths. Just 3 really deep breaths where we're going to breathe in through the nose, hold for a moment, and let the air out through our mouth. And when you breathe in, fill up your whole stomach and your chest with as much oxygen as you possibly can. And when you breathe out, just fully relax, let it go. We're going to take our first deep inhale in 3, 2, 1. Breathe in through your nose, as much air as you possibly can. Fill up your whole body, hold for just a moment, and release out through your mouth, letting your whole body relax. Let your shoulders drop down as you let all that air out. Take another deep breath in through your nose, filling up your whole body with as much oxygen as you can. Hold for just a moment, and with a sigh, just let all the air out through your mouth. Let your body completely relax even deeper. And one last big inhale through your nose, the biggest breath you possibly can take, all the way in. Hold for a second, and let it out through your mouth with an even deeper sigh. Let your breathing return to normal, and let your body and mind relax. I want you to now imagine in your mind that you can see a beautiful cloud of energy moving towards you. It can be any color you want: purple, blue, white, orange, gold, brown, any color. And you can just see it in your mind, floating above you, just in nothingness. You can see nothing but blackness and this beautiful cloud of beautiful energy. And as you take in your next inhale, I want you to imagine that you're breathing this energy in through your nose, into your head, all the way down your spine, all the way through your body, through your stomach, through your legs, all the way into the ground below. And as you exhale, you breathe it all the way back out again. And every time you breathe in and feel it coming through your body, you feel it cleansing you. You feel it invigorating you. You feel it healing your body and your mind. And every time you exhale, you feel yourself relaxing deeper and deeper. Now I want you to imagine that the cloud is still staying where you can see it, but the blackness around you is turning into a beautiful valley. And you're sitting atop a hill looking out over it. The sun has gone down, but the moon and the stars are just so bright. They're taking up the whole sky. It almost looks like daytime. There's a tinge of dark blue, purple, and you can see a stream winding its way through this valley. There's a light breeze that you can feel on your face, and you feel completely relaxed. And within this purple cloud of energy, you can see it starting to just swirl more and more, becoming bigger and bigger. And you're starting to see something emerge out of this cloud. And it's moving towards you. It has no figure. Except for that of which you want it to look like. And you know that this is your higher self coming towards you, coming to meet you. And just imagine that this energy, this higher self, is completely engulfing your body. You can see the light, the energy all around you. It's forming like a beautiful bubble. And you're just within it with all this energy just floating around you. It's in your breath. It's in your very blood. It is you. You are it. You are combining as one. And you're starting to notice that there's a voice starting to become present. And you have a question that you want to answer to. I want you to now take a moment in this fully relaxed state of being to ask the question that you really want an answer to, and to listen to the guidance that comes. Keep taking deep breaths and allowing yourself to stay in this beautiful energy. Continue the conversation from a place of love, of peace, of calmness. I want you to now imagine the voice that you're hearing says to you, I love you. I'm proud of you. I'm always here to guide you, to love you, to support you. You are amazing. I love you. You feel the bulb of energy around you slowly fading and moving back into the purple, whatever color it is, cloud above you. And as it leaves your body, you feel calm, you feel strengthened resolve within you. You are loved, you are supported. And as you see this energy, this cloud move up into the sky, you see it just fade away over the horizon as it moves away from you. And you look out again over this beautiful valley. You let a little smile come to your face. And you enjoy the view for just a few moments. As you take your next breath in, you see the valley, the image slowly fade away from your mind, and you feel your body, your mind coming back into the space where you are right now in your physical body. Start to become aware of how your body's feeling, aware of the weight of your body on the seat below you. Start to wiggle your fingers, your toes, your arms. You slowly come back. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes. Welcome back. Well done, everyone. Just take a moment to allow any of the feelings you're experiencing right now to just be. There's no right or wrong way to feel right now. Maybe you feel frustrated. Maybe you feel annoyed. That is completely okay. However you're feeling, that is fine. If there's anything you want to write down, go for it. Maybe you got some guidance that you want to remember. Take a moment to write it down. Now, the way that these sessions work is I stop the recording. There's no script from here on out, but I do stay on just in case anyone wants to talk. Feel free to reach out to me, send me a message if there's anything that came up for you and you want to talk about it privately. That is completely fine. I love connecting with people and talking about their journey and what they're working on. And when this session ends and you exit it, there'll be a chance when you go back into Meetup to review the session. So if you can give an honest review, you can give it however many stars you feel it deserves. Every time you do that, it kind of helps put it out to more people, shows that people are liking these sessions, and I'd love to keep doing them. I'd love to keep getting more people to them. And yeah, if you do want to connect or talk, fantastic. But I'll stop the recording